Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Marvel Contested Champions. And I know it's been a very odd 48 hours since I released the video, which was the rant about the free units. I know people have been very passionate about certain things, as I was when I made that video. So even though I said some quite negative things about Kabam, when you feel they taketh, they also giveth backeth. That's not even like decent Latin. But yeah, version 10.20 has been released. These are the release notes by Kabam Mike on the forums. So let's talk about these and the significance, because something occurred which, funny enough, I talked about with Rizzo in one of his videos. So let's go into it in more detail. So, mode specific boosts, special event calendars, expert proving grounds, crash recovery system, language updates, UI improvements, bug fixes. So a broad spectrum of things that they're going to look at. The summary: introducing specialized boosts that will give you an advantage in specific areas of the battle realm. That's great. Excuse me, that's great. Lost my voice. Special event daily login calendars make their way into the game. I think this is similar to what we've got in any case, but added support for Dutch and Norwegians, so that's great. It's shipping worldwide. This is really great for the game. New fight recovery system, so we'll have a look into that in a sec. General bug fixes and performance memory changes and improvements. This is good because a lot of players have experienced a huge amount of lag within the game, so hopefully this makes some improvements. And also the memory changes mean that maybe it's not going to take up so much memory, or maybe it's a case that's referring to memory as being the kind of point in time remembering your battle. So say if you lose connection during battle, it will actually remember how it played out. So if you won it, you don't have to repeat it, that kind of thing. So mode specific boosts. Introducing a new feature from our team has delivered will add another level of strategy and option to gameplay. Mode specific boosts are boosts whose unique effects are felt in specific areas of gameplay. So will that be specific in say the surroundings? Add another level of strategy options to gameplay. Mode specific boosts are boosts whose unique effects are only felt in specific areas of the gameplay. Or is it a case that you can, while you're playing, you can, I don't know, throw an explosive or like a stun boost, or something where I think, because we were having this discussion back along about Green Goblin and like throwing the grenades. It's like kind of putting that. Would it be like a stun grenade? Is it like a smoke bomb? It'll be exciting what it could be. For example, our first specific boost will only affect fights in upcoming monthly quests. Watch your in-game mail for more information on those boosts. That's great. That's going to be really interesting to see what they are and what they can apply to. So will there be things like, I don't know, say there's an Ant-Man event and say you get a PIM canister and you get to kind of shrink to minute size. Will it be those kind of things? Who knows? But it'd be quite cool. Special event calendars. Get even more rewards just for logging in. Event calendars are new login calendars. Yeah, I think we all know this. But unlike the monthly calendar, these will not run one after the other and will have no grace days. This means you will want to collect all of the rewards you have to log in every day. So these, as well as, which would be kind of cool for Halloween, because a lot of people were saying, well, what if Green Goblin was put in during, say, Halloween time, which again would be a special event and would be quite cool. And would show like Kabam kind of really tying their stuff into stuff happening in the general calendar, and also, you know, seasonal, which I think again is really cool. Okay, expert proving ground. This is really interesting because back, I'd say last year sometime, or was it this year? It was early this year. I said with Rizzo the legend, you know, we talked about the idea of putting in another type of kind of mission in the proving ground, so added an extra tier, which is really, really interesting. So I don't know if Kabam I don't want to say they're copying me, or kind of, you know, I really hope then Kabam are listening, and that's really important that they're listening. So like I said from yesterday or 48 hours ago video, take it away, give it back. So this is really positive. I actually do say some nice things about Kabam. I'm not kind of like always, you know, giving them shit. I did thank them for the 3-star Gambit last week when we got that. In some aspects, I'm quite thankful. I just kind of made a few kind of pointers about that video. But I want, I want to sweep that under the rug, and let's kind of move on. Let's positively move on and support Kabam in this new update. Crash recovery systems. This is onto the it's not onto the next. But let's talk about this. A higher level of difficulty quests feature tier 4 basic catalyst fragments. These different paths and cycles on a 48 hour schedule rather than 24. So it will be interesting to see. The chest will always reward tier 4 basic fragments, as well as the first time completion and 100% completion rewards. So that's good. It depends on how many fragments you get. So if it's going to be fragments of, say you get like 10,000 a time, then that's really cool, because you could probably form it. It would take about 4 days to form one tier 4 basic catalyst. So that's really decent. I think that's really good. Crash recovery system. When resuming a fight after crash or disconnection, a fight recovery screen will be displayed, and that will allow players to resume the fight. Excellent. Players must log back into the game within 10 minutes of the crash, or else the fight recovery screen will not be displayed. To avoid exploitation, the crash recovery feature will only trigger once every 2 hours. So that's good, say, if you genuinely have a lag issue or a connection issue. Say your house loses Wi-Fi connection. So this is really positive. So I like that. That's really, really decent. Language updates. So new languages added, Dutch and Norwegian. So this is excellent. If we can get this game out worldwide, it's going to be, amazing. Imagine this is like we get like this massive worldwide community all around this game. Because yes, it is a good game. At times it does frustrate people. But, Kabam seem to be making steps. Not massive steps, but making like baby steps. And sometimes I confuse this game for being a lot older than it is. Like a company that's had a game for 2 years. I think I'm comparing it to a company that's like 4 or 5 years and they haven't done very much. I think they're just like baby stepping things. So they're learning from lessons as they go on. So that is positive in some ways. So, yep, you have the ability to change your language in the options menu. Great. So that's good. So again, ships worldwide to people's languages. Various bug fixes. And that's great because there's a lot of bugs here and there. UI improvements general. The player search bar has been relocated from the friends submenu to the social sidebar. One less click to find your dueling target. Perfect. I love that. I think that's really good. So this is all a step in the right direction. This has just gone live today. Obviously, I've just kind of like got home from work, so I'm just kind of following up on this. So all I can say is this is a positive step in the right direction. Obviously, apologies to people who thought that I was really getting on Kabam's back in that video about ranting about the free units being on iOS and not being on Android. The key facts that I just want to kind of clarify on that video were a lot of players decided that they wanted to get those units, so therefore they were using friends with iOS accounts to then get the items for them. So they were then giving them the account details. Unfortunately, how Kabam did their deal or their little offer or their giveaway was it inadvertently or indirectly meant that players were breaching the terms of service. This is the main thing I think we need to kind of get from this, is that people are breaking terms of service in order to get those items. So regardless if it's fair for either party, either Android gets something and iOS don't, and iOS gets something and Android don't, the fact is people will need to get both types of devices. And we got some fantastic comments, so I'd like to thank you all for your comments on that video. I kind of went into hiding in the last 24 hours, to be honest, because I didn't think the video would kind of hit so many people, which is great. We started a dialogue, we got some fantastic comments, so I'd like to thank you all for putting comments on that video, and let's all, like I said, positively move forward and support Kabam with these new changes, because they're taking a step in the right direction. Tier 4 catalysts are more obtainable. This is really positive news for the game. Obviously it means that people, a lot of like say more established players, are going to be hunting for more kind of higher up stuff, so your tier 2 alphas, in order to get those 5 stars. That's what Kabam want to push, those higher players to get more kind of involved with higher stuff, so therefore tier 4 basics are more obtainable, which is where they have gone, and it's gone in a positive direction. So kudos to Kabam, thank you very much for this update. It's going to look great. So let me know in the comments below, what part of this update are you really looking forward to seeing? It'd be great to hear from you. If you enjoyed this video, Or if you have, sorry, if you have any opinions on this, then do leave a comment below. I'll get back to you if I can. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. And follow me on social media, link is in the description. I think I'm coming down with something, but I'm going to try and avoid it. Thanks again, and I'll catch you on the flip side. Bye-bye.